You're watching News 24 Live. The rivalry between Toyota Hilux and Ford Ranger continues. This week, Ford launched their new Ranger in series, and Sean Parker from Wheels 24 was there to give it a spin and hopefully give us a good review. Sean,
hey,
what? Were all the expectations met?
Yeah, I think that obviously Ford have launched an updated model ahead of the Hilux, which is being launched next year. So just a couple of changes to a couple of the models. I got to drive the top of the range Wild Track, which now has a lot of tech. Adaptive cruise control, some driver alert features, just things to make you safer and just to, for like added pleasure, like I guess.
Is it sort of built-in touchscreen type tech? Or
Yeah, so there's now a new 20 centimeter touchscreen that's standard in the Wild Track, which is the top of the range. I got to drive that mostly on the road through Mutual Pass in Sirius, and we also did a bit of off-roading.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the Hilux then, obviously, we've had some sneak peeks into their new model for 2016.
Yeah.
How are they going to compare? Who's going to have to up their game?
Yeah, I think that Ford have definitely laid down the gauntlet with the new Ranger. To offer, adaptive cruise control on a bakkie, I think, it's obviously pushing the goalposts, to the next, sort of point. I was very impressed by the ride quality and the refinement of the car, and also it now uses the same sort of infotainment center from the Ford Fusion, the sedan. So, it's car-like, but at the same time you get the space and the practicality of a bakkie, and everything is there. I think like ergonomically it's sound and a very, very good package. I think that the launch highlighted the good points of the bakkie, and it shows why the Ranger has been one of the top sellers in SA, sort of sales. I think that it's definitely a product that people know is good, and they're showing it, with the way that they are purchasing them.
Okay. Talking about its versatility, how does it adapt to city driving? I know you mentioned earlier that there's a electro assist with steering, etc.
Yeah. So the new Ranger now has electrically power assisted steering, which reduces fuel consumption and emissions. But it also adds in the fact that in town driving and in parking, the steering is actually a whole lot lighter. The steering then weighs up a little bit when you're hitting, sort of like your higher speeds, just to give you a little bit, like more feedback and just a little bit more confidence if you're on a pass or a long straight. Yeah. So definitely some good improvements, and Nick, I think one of the strong points of the updated model are the styling changes. The Wild Track especially looks even more purposeful than it did before. It's got a blacked out grille, projector headlamps, and then the XLT model now benefits from a chrome grille and a chrome like rear bumper. So in my mind, it's definitely the best looking bakkie on the market. We'll get some feedback from our readers and find out what they have to say, but it's definitely something that's going to turn heads when it's seen on the road.